Tinder is all about looks, and if you're not at least a 7 out of 10, you might as well not even use it, right? Wrong. Today, I'm going to be showing you exactly how to get girls on Tinder if you're ugly, step by step. I decided to experiment with Tinder, using pictures of ugly guys to see if I could actually get girls if those girls thought I was ugly. So, it's kind of like reverse catfishing. Instead of using a really attractive guy's pic, I used an ugly guy's pic. So I went on this online community called Incels, which stands for involuntary celibates, basically guys who want to have sex but aren't having sex because they think they're too ugly to get girls. I saved a picture of this guy. This was their mascot, so he's supposed to be like the ugliest one of them all, so I decided to use this guy's picture on my Tinder profile, because if I can get girls looking like this, then goddamn. I also found 2 more pictures on Google Images, not of this guy, but just one of a guy on a motorcycle with a helmet on, and another one of a guy playing airsoft, which I blurred in Photoshop so you can't tell it's a different guy. This way, it makes it look like the guy has some cool hobbies. Now, being that he's an unattractive guy, I decided to do something different with the profile because if you're unattractive and you have a boring generic profile, that's not going to work. The only guys who can get away with stupid profiles like, I like baseball. If you can't handle me at my worst, you don't deserve me at my best, are really good-looking guys. So if you're unattractive, you need to come up with something better. I decided to put a spin on the meme of girls putting huge lists of ridiculous requirements in their bios, like, you must be 6 feet tall, you must have a 10,000-foot dick and at least 6 balls, must earn at least $1 trillion a year, and swipe left if you're not at least 9 feet tall. So here's the bio I set up. It's funny because obviously this guy is not attractive enough to be having demands like that on Tinder. And at the same time, it's not try-hard witty, which is the phrase I use to describe a lot of dudes' cringy-ass Tinder profiles where they sound so fucking try-hard, you can tell they spend hours coming up with them. Let me tell you something here, bro. If you had to spend 10 hours to come up with something witty, it's not fucking witty. Next, I bought Tinder Plus. This isn't an advertisement for Tinder, and most people probably don't need it. But if you're an ugly dude, you need it. Because as an ugly dude, you're gonna have to swipe right on a lot of girls before you get some swiping you back. The main benefit of Tinder Plus is that it lets you swipe on an unlimited number of people, whereas regular Tinder limits you, and I think it punishes you if you swipe too many times. So after I bought it, I just started swiping away. I sat there and kept swiping for about an hour and a half, and I did that 3 days in a row. I only did it for 3 days since I was only doing this for this video. But if you're actually trying to get tons of matches, you'll obviously want to do it a lot more. So I suggest hiring a kid on your street and just paying him $10 to sit there and swipe for you, or figuring out another way to do it so you aren't wasting your own time. So after all that, I got 82 matches. 30 of them were either too unattractive or they were bots, or their profiles were too bland and there was no easy opening. So of the 82 matches, I messaged 52 of them and 7 responded. I'm assuming the others were girls who were swiping right on everyone, and when they actually looked at my pics, they decided not to reply. So, of the 7 who responded, 1 blocked me, 4 stopped replying after a while, and 2 gave me their Snapchats. Of the 2 who gave me their Snapchats, I talked to both of them for a day or 2, talked about common interests, kept it light, teased them a little bit, and I was able to set up dates with both of them. Both of them were 5s, maybe 6s out of 10, but definitely dimes compared to the guy I was using for my pick. So the experiment was successful. In just 3 days, I got 2 dates from Tinder. If I had used it for 30 days, that would have been 20 dates. That's not too bad. So, you're an unattractive guy and you want to copy what I just did and get some dates for yourself, so how do you do it? 1. Get Tinder Plus. Yeah, you gotta spend some money. It's $10, and if you can't afford to drop $10, you should probably spend less time trying to get pussy and more time getting a job. Number 2. Use the unlimited swipes and swipe away. 3. Balance out your unattractive looks by having a good bio and good openers. You want to immediately catch on to little things from the girls' bios and pics and talk about those, so you start bonding as fast as possible, and she can overlook the physical aspect. You want to appear funny and likable, not generic, not desperate, and not a tryhard. 4. Have game. If you're new to this channel, you need to subscribe and start watching all the videos ASAP. When I talked to these girls, I acted like my usual self. I teased them, played around, had fun, bonded with them, and I didn't act desperate or awkward. Even though you probably are desperate, you don't want to show it. One reason this works especially well for ugly guys is because if you come across as really sure of yourself, you're not desperate, you're not trying too hard, you're just teasing and having fun. This is such a contrast to what the girl would expect an ugly guy to act like. As in, girls expect ugly guys to be desperate and awkward, and they expect you to suck up to them and grovel at their pedestals. So, when you're the complete opposite of that, and she can tell you don't really give a shit about her, she starts thinking, well, fuck, this guy is probably getting with other girls if he doesn't care that much about me. Maybe there's something about him that's worth it. And she becomes much more interested. Number 5, take good pictures. I was obviously fairly limited because there's only one picture of that guy, and it's a horrible picture. But if that's how you look, you can spend time taking better pictures, wearing clothes that make you look good, taking them from quality angles, doing fun things so you appear interesting, and you stand out. Right off the bat, this guy could improve his hair, facial hair, take the picture with friends in it, or at least with something cool in the background instead of obviously in his bedroom by himself. He could change that awkward facial expression for something more confident, and he could start lifting since it's pretty obvious he's really skinny. Now sure, if you're a 3 out of 10 in looks, you're probably not going to get any higher than about a 6 with all that. And anybody who tells you, looks don't matter, just start lifting, you'll be a perfect 10, is either an idiot or a liar. But you still want to make yourself look as good as possible. If I could get 2 girls looking like a guy who put absolutely no effort whatsoever into his appearance, then you can surely get more than 2 girls if you do put a little effort into it. Also, remember, I just found a couple of pics on Google Images, so it looked like he had hobbies. But if it's you can take up actual hobbies and then take pics of you doing them, which is a lot better. 6. Turn them into dates ASAP. Don't sit around Snapchatting or texting the girl for weeks before you make a move. You want to get out there with her as fast as possible so she can have fun with you, and you can start building some positive experiences with her. The longer you sit around texting, the more generic you appear, and the more she'll lose interest. Just be sure to keep it light and fun when you're out on the date. If you have no idea what to do on a date, watch my other videos. 7. Also, keep in mind that, like I said, I skipped over 30 of my matches, most of which because they were way too unattractive. Now, depending on how desperate you are, you may not want to necessarily skip over anyone. They may turn out to have good personalities and you may actually like them. Or, at the very least, you can get some experience talking to girls and build up your experience and your social skills. And that's pretty much it. In summary, swipe a lot, have good pics, have a good profile, have game, turn them into dates ASAP. And yeah, if you're not physically attractive, you are going to get a lot fewer matches than a guy who is. In the time it took me just to write this bio, Chris Hemsworth probably got 7,000 matches and had sex 35.5 times. But 2 girls in 3 days is pretty damn good, and assuming you actually put a little effort into your looks, it's probably going to be more like 4 to 6 girls in 3 days. That's already too many to keep up with and to go on dates with all of them, so who cares? If you want to get girls, stop complaining and just fucking do it. We interrupt this video to bring you an important announcement. All right, new merch just dropped and is available for a limited time only. Now, this isn't your regular basic-ass YouTuber merch. I specifically designed this merch to be more of a clothing line, so you can actually wear it out normally and still look fresh as fuck, without people even being able to tell that it's YouTube merch. You can even wear it regardless of what your style is. Streetwear, typical menswear, super casual gym wear, whatever. I also use the highest quality fabrics and materials available on Teespring to make sure it's up to my godly standards, and the fit of these shirts is crazy. I made sure that they have the athletic fit, so it fits your body snugly and makes your body look like a Greek god. You can see some pictures of one of my friends rocking it here. Check it out. Great fit, huh? Now remember, these are only available for a limited time only, and once they're gone, I may not release them again for a very, very long time or ever. So, buy them now while they're still available, and be sure to follow me on Instagram at IamBasedZeus to get some dope outfit ideas for the merch once you buy it. I'll be posting tons of dope outfits over there for you guys to get ideas from. Based Zeus out. Thanks for making it to the end of this video, and if you did, be sure to check out today's sponsor, EduBirdie. If you're in high school or college and want to hire a super smart nerd to write a paper for you, EduBirdie will send you an original, plagiarism-free essay. You also only release the money when you are 100% satisfied with the paper, so you don't have to worry about it being some BS. If you're in school and you're a procrastinator, or if you just have a paper due in class you don't really care about, be sure to check them out. Click the link on the screen to check out my other videos and even more Tinder tips. Or click the other link on the screen to check out my video where I show how I get dozens of girls on Match.com.